Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Our moderator, management members, faculty, um, all protocols duly observed. Um, the 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 seminar I'm going to present, I'm sorry I couldn't get it typed, but I'll get it across to the faculty page soon as I can get it typed. The topic is ethics of work and serving as mentors and counselors to the students. Well, please help me to open some of these scriptures quickly. I'd like somebody to open to Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10a. Somebody open to Colossians chapter 3, verses 23 and 24. Somebody help me read Ephesians chapter 6, verses 5 to 9. Ecclesiastes 9, 10a. Then Colossians 3, 23, 24, verses 23 and 24. Then Ephesians chapter 6, verses 5 to 9. Okay, thank you.
Colossians 3, 23 and 24. As working for the Lord, as for human master, since you know that you receive an inheritance in the reward. It is the Lord's Christ you are serving.
Thank you. Ephesians. Ephesians 6, 5 to 9. Thank you very much. God bless you. I brought these passages to encourage us on this idea of work. The three passages have encouraged us. Whatever our minds have to do, let's do it with all our might. A verse says, do it with all your might. Another verse says, do it as unto the Lord and not as unto men. And then I particularly go to the Ephesians part because it was talking about servants. We are not, the version she read talk about slave. Some versions talk about servants, as servants of the Lord. Let's do whatever we are doing unto the Lord as one that is serving the Lord. And then I particularly go to verse 9 because the verse 9 is also talking about masters. Because at a time, we see ourselves as servants. And then in verse 9 it says, ye masters, do the same thing unto them, forbearing, threatening, knowing that your master also is in heaven. Well, at a time we see ourselves as master, as senior, you know, and then this verse 9 is encouraging us that even though when we see ourselves as seniors, we should also remember that we also have a senior. We also have somebody who is our master, who is in heaven, who is not a respecter of persons. So we also have somebody who is looking at our work. If as servants, we have our master looking at our work. If at a time we are looking at, because at this point we'll also be talking about us serving as mentors to others, as counselors to others. If we at this point see ourselves as a master to some of these people, um, and then we should also remember that in doing this, we also have a master who is overlooking our work. Let me quickly go to few things I have jotted down for this discussion. I want us to remember the topic. This topic is in two sections. The first section is talking about the ethics of work, in theological institution, and then the second part is for us as faculty serving as mentors and counselors to our students. Let's look at the work ethics. Ethics means the principles guiding human action in every human society. And then when we are talking about ethics, we are talking about the rightness or the wrongness of an action. We're talking about the goodness or the badness of it. And then we're talking about whether what is the motive for what we are doing, why are we doing it, and many other things about ethics that some of us have studied. So major thing that ethics does is it looks at what we are doing, our actions, our inactions, and then it does an assessment of them. So when we are talking about ethics of work, we are looking at in a workplace, what are the values and principles that guide individuals' approach to work? What are the values and principles that guide our approach to work? And when we're talking about work ethics, we're also talking about a set of values that guides professional behavior, a set of essential values that strengthens our character, boosts our career, and leads us to a more fulfilling life. So for our work here as faculty members in a theological institution, what are things that will help us to have uh, a more fulfilling life and uh, a better career? Ethics encompass qualities like responsibility, integrity. When we are talking about what are those things, the values that we are looking at: responsibility, integrity, reliability, accountability, dedication, and willingness to go extra mile to see that what we need to be done is done. It's crucial for both personal and professional success. Of course, if each of us will work towards a personal success and go on to work towards professional success, that's working towards the success of the college as a whole, the beauty, the picture, the good picture of the college as a whole, and the personal responsibility involvement of each of us. This is going to help the college to be able to stand tall among other theological institutions. The strong work ethics involves a belief in the value of hard work and a commitment to excellence in one's duty. I want to encourage all of us, please, let's take all of these values. I wish we would take them one by one. You know, Commitment to excellence as we do our duty, you know, reliability, accountability, responsibility, and integrity. If you do all of these things, like the Bible passage we read, not like someone who is doing an eye service, someone who knows that I'm doing it unto God, and the Lord I'm doing it for is a rewarder of every good work. That's going to help us to do what we should do at the time we should be doing. Let me quickly mention some of these values that are attached to work ethics. I wrote some things down, but I may not be able to go through all of them. because of. But let me quickly talk about them. Responsibility. Responsibility is a sense of being accountable for one's actions and duties. You know, whatever you are doing, you are responsible. You feel I can stand for what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then I can defend what I'm doing. Responsibility. Then adaptability. That's a being able to adjust when there's a change in situation. Integrity, that's maintaining honesty and ethical standard in all our work related activities. you know Talking about honesty, respect, and all of those things. Then dedication is another one, showing commitment and passion for one's work. I've had some of our people, though not very common among faculty, but I think if all of us will have uh, a sense of dedication to our work. I've had some staff say, it's not my duty or it's not his duty. He won't do it. I say, take it to that person. Ask him. Say it's not his duty. Okay, ask him, tell him I ask him to do it. It's not his duty, he won't do it. And somebody who is saying it's not somebody's duty is already also having a sense of it's not my duty. I'll do that which is only my duty. Let him do that which is good. But if all of us are dedicated to let this work move, you know, everybody will be able to do what they should do. Passion for our work. Then discipline, that's following through on tasks and maintaining success on whatever we are doing. Then teamwork, this is about collaborating effectively with others to achieve common goals. We have talked about collaborating this morning. This work, when we finish grading, it goes to the registry brings it to the office of the dean distributes to faculty, the faculty work on it, return it. If everybody is doing his own and it's moving like that, you know, the whole work will come out very good because all of us are working towards achieving a common goal. Professionalism, that's maintaining a respective and appropriate demeanor in our work, showing that we understand what we are doing. Productivity, that's utilizing time and resources effectively to complete our tasks efficiently. Then respect, that's another value. Treating colleagues with respect, treating our superiors with respect, treating our younger ones as our subordinates with respect, courtesy, and consideration. This calls for um, this will help efficient uh, teamwork if we all treat ourselves with respect. Not because I want people to know that I'm respecting, not for eye service, but because we deserve, each person deserves to be respected. Even our children at home will respect them. So why not, like a family that we are here, respect each other? Reliability, that's being dependable, being consistent, in fulfilling our work responsibilities, then showing positive attitude to our work, approaching our work with enthusiasm and the willingness to learn so that we can achieve what we should achieve. Then I talk on why is work ethics important. Work ethics is important for individual success. If we face our work with the right value, with the right virtue. If we do our work with the right virtue, then uh, each of us will be successful. There will be personal growth, there will be career advancement, and there will be overall job satisfaction. Um, I know they have sent out memo to us that those of us that are due for promotion, we should send in our application and our work for. You see, if we do our work well, individually we'll be satisfied, we'll apply for promotion as and when. We thank God that it's happening now. And before, those of us that were here before, we don't know when to apply. We don't even know the criteria for. We don't even know for criteria for promotion. I remember when I came here, my husband was like, "Ask your rector now, what is the criteria for promotion?" And my rector then, yeah, my rector, I asked, And the rector then said, well, as to satisfy the rector, so we kept doing our work as unto the Lord. So at a time is when we were thinking we should have, but then when the real thing now came, they said, you have not been publishing. We are not publishing, we don't know. You may be spending the whole of your time, and we're working with all our strength with our students. So as we are working with all our strength with our students, let's also think of this personal satisfaction, the success that comes to us. Let's do our work. The Lord will help us. A lot of time, we will always talk, ráyè kọ paper, àráyè kọ paper, ẹ jẹ́ á wáyé, Ọlọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Let's do our work here as unto the Lord. Let's also work towards individual success. Then the organizational success. If we are successful, our organization will be successful. Because as they are counting our successes, they have social number of associate professors, they have social number of professors, they have social number of a senior lecturer. Is also enhancing the picture of our college too. So it also helped the organization or the institutional success. There's positive work environment. There's a culture of strong work ethics. A culture of strong work ethics fosters cross collaboration and mutual respect among team members. Then there's personal fulfillment, like we just said. When we work with dedication and a sense of purpose, this can lead to more fulfilling and meaningful work life. Let me talk about work ethics in action. How do we put our work ethics in action? All of these values we've been talking about. Number one, arriving on time for work or for meeting. Thank you very much. Completing our tasks on time, accurately and effectively. We've talked about how do we complete our tasks now. Let's work at completing, like little thing like fill all of those things. You take a attendance sheet, fill all the things that need filling. Some of this after modification, I'll still send it back. Fill all the fillables, the date, the time, and sign. So all of these little things that make work move forward. Taking initiatives to improve processes or address challenges. Then being respectful and helpful to colleagues. Demonstrating a commitment to quality and excellence in our work. That's demonstrating our commitment to our work, quality and excellence in our work. Then a strong work ethics involve being conscientious, putting all our heart into what we do, dependable, that's consistently exhibiting trustworthy behavior, respectful, showing kindness and consideration for others. Let me move to mentorship. A mentor is an experienced individual, provides guidance, support, and advice to a less experienced person, often a younger individual, to help them develop personally and professionally. These are relationships where the mentors share their knowledge, their experience, and insight to help the mentee grow. So, key personality for mentors: experienced and trusted guide. That's what we should be for our students and for younger staff. Then personal and professional development, guidance and support. Be a role model, positive role model. Advocate and sponsor. How do we serve as advocate and sponsor for them? When they have issues, we know the tone to present it to the right quarter. If you need to meet the registrar on their behalf, if you need to meet the rector on their behalf, instead of talking, kíní yìí wọ́n mà nígbà, bàbá sọ wọ́n mà nígbà, why not meet the right person and talk, serve as their advocate and their mentor, and using the right tone, then being a challenger. That's helping them to step out of their comfort zones. The Lord will help us. And as we do this, there will be career advancement, there will be increased confidence, there will be improved performance, there will be enhanced networking, connection, and then there will be personal growth. Thank you very much for listening. God bless. Thank you.